Hey, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jules. If you're new here, if you're not, thank you so much for coming back this week. This video is going to be me prepping postpartum meals, getting a couple different options ready for when I have the baby. I will be 37 weeks in just a couple of days, and so I really pushed my husband to have us go to the store and get the shopping done so that I can get the meal prep done, because I don't want to be having this baby and not have any meals prepared, and then him working full-time, me having the baby and a toddler. I just didn't want to deal with that. So I did create a list of meals and ingredients that go in each meal, and then we went shopping with our regular grocery trip, but also getting stuff to prep that. And here is the list. I did our entire shopping list here. Now everything I'm using is not on this list because there are some things that we already had, but we are planning to do breakfast burritos. I'm gonna make some muffins as well, which we had the things for muffins, so I didn't make a list here of what we needed for each one. But we're gonna be doing a shepherd's pie, a chicken and rice soup, a beef stroganoff. My freezer isn't huge, so I couldn't make as much as I wanted, but I am glad that we're gonna be having something. And definitely with a shepherd's pie, definitely with each one of these, there's gonna be leftovers for at least 2 to 3 days. So that'll get us through. I think having these things and the muffins and snacks will hopefully get us through 2-ish weeks, but we'll see. And then this is just our little grocery haul, including our food for the week and then also food for postpartum. I pulled this bag of broth ingredients out of the freezer, so there's like some potato pieces in there, so I think there's some garlic scraps in there, and then chicken and chicken skin, chicken bones, all that good stuff. I think there's some chicken organs in there. All good stuff for helping me feel great and getting extra nutrients in while I am breastfeeding and healing from giving birth. Another food I decided to add to my list of postpartum meals was to make pancake batter. Pancake batter, I read online, freezes really well, and it's a common breakfast food in our house. My husband loves chocolate chips in it, my son loves chocolate chips in it, so it was just something that was super easy to throw together, and it'll be another item that we have to eat in the freezer.
Nothing seems right, 'cause when you're born I lose my sight. It's harder at night, the curtain's drawn, can't show my eyes. Do you still think of me? I get a feeling you're lost in a dream. Told me I'm all that you need, but you're too far to even hear me scream. Don't let go, I'm too scared to ever wanna be alone if you're not there.
Another thing I wanted to mention is that I definitely did not do this in one single day. I think it was over the span of like 3 or 4 days in the same week, but I still didn't do it all in one day. So don't feel like you have to get it all done in one day. I do think maybe as far as time-wise, it would be a little bit easier just to have everything done. However, in my situation, having a 1-year-old and being very heavily pregnant, it just wasn't physically possible for me to be standing for that long. And also, I mean, in your situation, you may be busy as well, so definitely don't feel like it has to be like a one and done kind of thing, that it has to be done all in one day like some of those other videos that you see. It definitely can be a multi-day process.
I'm too scared.
And so the way I am kind of keeping track of how to cook these when I'm postpartum, what exactly is in the bag is I'm just labeling them. I'm putting the date that I made them, what exactly it is, and how to cook it, how to thaw it, how to defrost it, all that stuff. So it doesn't need a lot of details, especially like with the pancake batter. You just thaw and use it. But for other foods like the shepherd's pie I'm going to make, there will be some extra directions on there. And I know how to make shepherd's pie pretty straightforward, but I definitely don't want to have to be trying to remember how I make my shepherd's pie when the baby's here. And so even if I know how to make something, I'm still putting directions on those bags. One thing I did want to point out is, as you can see, I am flattening these bags instead of kind of just throwing them in. And it may be common sense, but with the pregnancy brain, it may be something some of you don't think about. When you are making any of these meals, make sure to make them as flat as possible, just because it's going to save space in your freezer. And the next meal that I am making, I believe these are the cinnamon streusel muffins. I am doing cinnamon streusel and chocolate chip muffins so that we have a couple of options, but also we go through muffins so dang quick in my house. We eat them for breakfast, we eat them for snacks, and so those definitely were also an easy add for me as well.
Nothing seems right, 'cause when you're born I lose my sight. It's harder at night. The curtain's drawn, can't show my eyes. Do you still think of me? I get a feeling you're lost in a dream. Told me I'm all that you need, but you're too far to even hear me scream. Don't let go, I'm too scared to ever wanna be.
Now you're gonna see as I'm bagging these up, I am missing a couple of muffins already, and my husband was wanting a snack. He did clarify with me. I did say, hey, these are for the freezer, but I felt like it was gonna be okay if we were missing just a couple. Here I am also prepping some breakfast burrito items. I did 2 different types of sausage, regular sausage and then taco sausage. My son ate probably about half of the regular sausage that I had prepared, but I mean it made quite a few burritos, so it was not the end of the world.
Get a feeling you're lost in a dream. Told me I'm all that you need, but you're too far to even hear me scream. Don't let go,
Okay, these next two meals, this is a chicken soup that can go with noodles or rice, and then a beef stroganoff, and then also the shepherd's pie right after this. I realized that I actually didn't season the potatoes for this, so that's great. Make sure things are completely cooled down before they go in your freezer, guys, or it will, I think, breed bacteria. So just make sure it's all cooled down before it goes in there. Okay, that's all for today's video. I am so relieved that postpartum freezer meals are done. It'll be enough for a week or two, which should be fine. I'm just very excited that it's done. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next week.